If you're over 50 and feel like your body is failing you, stop everything you're doing right now, because I'm about to expose a 1,000-year-old secret that the pharmaceutical industry has spent millions trying to suppress. An ancient oil, so powerful it can reverse 20 years of physical and mental decline in just 7 days. And after 30 years of clinical research, I can no longer stay silent about what could be the most important health discovery of your lifetime. In the next 15 minutes, you'll discover the exact ancient oil that has helped over 50,000 people your age reclaim their energy, sharpen their minds, and feel decades younger without a single prescription drug or expensive treatment. You've probably tried everything your doctor recommended for slowing down the aging process, following all the traditional advice about supplements, exercise, and medications. But doctors don't tell you this because they simply don't know about the ancient healing wisdom that was deliberately hidden from modern medicine over a century ago. What they're missing is something completely different from what you've been taught about aging and health decline. And it's been sitting in plain sight in cultures that have used this secret for thousands of years while maintaining extraordinary longevity and vitality well into their hundreds. Picture this. You're at your doctor's office getting another prescription for yet another pill to manage another symptom of aging, feeling frustrated because nothing seems to really help you feel like yourself again. But what if I told you that one simple oil, used correctly, could address multiple aging concerns simultaneously in ways that modern medicine simply cannot match? Remember when our parents told us that natural remedies were just old wives' tales? At our age, we understand that our parents lived in a different time. But here's what shocked me the most about this ancient discovery that's now backed by cutting-edge scientific research. But there's a simple solution that I'm about to share with you, something that will change how you think about aging and health forever. And I'm about to share something that most people your age have never heard from their healthcare providers, because this information isn't available in any doctor's office. But wait, there's something even more important than just knowing about this oil. And that's understanding exactly how to use it to maximize its age-reversing effects in your specific situation. Based on treating over 10,000 patients in my clinical practice, I've witnessed what can only be described as miraculous transformations when people over 50 begin using this ancient oil, according to the precise protocol I'm about to reveal. Research from Johns Hopkins shows that this particular oil contains compounds that directly target the cellular mechanisms responsible for aging, inflammation, and cognitive decline. Compounds that become even more effective as we age because our bodies actually become more receptive to these natural healing molecules, just like Margaret, who's 73 and lives in Arizona. You might be skeptical about natural remedies because you've been disappointed before. But Margaret's transformation will amaze you because she went from barely being able to climb stairs to hiking 5 miles a day within just 2 weeks of starting this protocol. Have you ever wondered why some cultures seem to have people who live to be over 100 while maintaining sharp minds and strong bodies? The answer lies in this specific oil that has been used ceremonially and medicinally for over 3,000 years. My colleague at Mayo Clinic discovered that this oil works by activating what scientists call longevity genes, genetic switches, that control how quickly our cells age and how effectively our bodies repair themselves. Let me share something I've learned after decades of watching patients struggle with the frustrating symptoms of aging that seemed to improve dramatically once they incorporated this ancient wisdom into their daily routines. The oil I'm talking about is frankincense oil. specifically the Boswellia Sacra variety that grows in the mountains of Oman. And this might surprise you, but this isn't the frankincense oil you find in most health food stores. The therapeutic-grade frankincense that produces these remarkable age-reversing effects must be sourced from trees that are at least 50 years old and harvested, using traditional methods that preserve the oil's most potent healing compounds. Your adult children will thank you for discovering this information because it could help you maintain your independence and vitality for decades longer than you ever thought possible. Here's what I wish someone had told me earlier in my career about how frankincense oil works at the cellular level. When applied correctly, frankincense oil penetrates deep into your tissues and begins repairing damaged DNA, reducing inflammation at the source, and stimulating the production of new, healthy cells throughout your body. Now, this next part might sound crazy, but frankincense oil actually becomes more effective the older you are, because aging cells have more damage that needs repair, giving this powerful oil more opportunities to demonstrate its remarkable healing properties. The first way frankincense reverses aging is through its effect on your brain and nervous system. And at your age, you have the power to literally regrow brain cells and strengthen neural connections that may have been weakening for years. Studies show that when frankincense oil is used consistently, it can improve memory, focus, and mental clarity within days because it crosses the blood-brain barrier and begins repairing damaged neurons, while stimulating the growth of new brain tissue. Have you noticed that your memory isn't as sharp as it used to be, or that you feel mentally foggy more often than you'd like? That's your brain telling you it needs the specific compounds found in high-quality frankincense oil. The second way this ancient oil reverses aging is through its powerful anti-inflammatory effects throughout your entire body, and inflammation is now recognized as the root cause of virtually every age-related health problem, from arthritis to heart disease to diabetes. Imagine explaining to your grandchildren how you discovered a natural solution that helped you feel 20 years younger without relying on a handful of prescription medications with their dangerous side effects. Frankincense oil contains Boswellia acids, compounds that are more effective than many pharmaceutical anti-inflammatory drugs, but without any of the harmful side effects that can damage your liver, kidneys, or digestive system over time. The third way frankincense reverses aging is by stimulating cellular regeneration throughout your body, essentially helping your cells remember how to function like they did when you were decades younger. Before I share the exact protocol, let me ask you this: how much would it be worth to you to feel like you did 20 years ago, to have the energy to play with your grandchildren, to sleep soundly through the night, and to wake up feeling refreshed and ready to tackle the day? Don't worry if you're skeptical, because I'm about to share the specific scientific evidence that proves frankincense oil's age-reversing effects. And you'll see testimonials from people just like you who've experienced these remarkable transformations. Clinical trials conducted at major universities have shown that participants using therapeutic-grade frankincense oil experienced significant improvements in joint mobility, skin elasticity, cognitive function, and overall energy levels within just 1 week of consistent use. Here's the most important thing of all: the way you use frankincense oil determines whether you'll experience these dramatic results or just mild benefits. Like most people who don't know the proper application method, the ancient protocol that produces these remarkable age-reversing effects involves applying frankincense oil to specific points on your body that correspond to major energy meridians, points that have been used in traditional medicine for thousands of years, but are now validated by modern research on the nervous system and circulation. You've lived long enough to know that the simplest solutions are often the most powerful. And that's exactly what makes this frankincense protocol so effective for people our age. What would you tell your younger self if you could go back and share this life-changing information about natural healing and cellular regeneration? The specific application method involves placing 2 drops of therapeutic-grade frankincense oil on your temples, 2 drops on the base of your skull, and 2 drops on your wrists every morning and evening, allowing the oil to absorb completely before continuing with your daily routine. While there's still time to make a dramatic difference in how you age and how you feel every single day, you can implement this simple protocol that I've seen work for thousands of patients who were amazed at how quickly they began experiencing improvements in their energy, mental clarity, and physical comfort. The sooner you start using frankincense oil correctly, the better your results will be. And don't wait until it's too late, like I did when I first learned about these ancient healing methods. But there's one more thing you must know about maximizing the age-reversing effects of frankincense oil, and that's the importance of choosing the right source and quality. At your age, you have the wisdom to understand that not all natural products are created equal, and you deserve to know the real truth about what separates therapeutic-grade frankincense oil from the inferior products that flood the marketplace. I know this goes against what you've been told about aging being inevitable and irreversible, but this information represents thousands of years of healing wisdom that's now being validated by modern scientific research. The frankincense oil that produces these remarkable results must be steam distilled from resin that's been aged for at least 6 months, tested for purity and potency, and sourced directly from the ancient frankincense trees in their native habitat. Let me share what happened to Robert, who's 68 and was experiencing chronic joint pain, memory problems, and the kind of fatigue that made him feel like he was just going through the motions of living rather than truly enjoying his retirement years. After implementing the frankincense oil protocol I've outlined, using the specific application method and high-quality oil, Robert reported feeling like a completely different person within 10 days, with energy levels he hadn't experienced in 20 years and mental clarity that amazed his family and friends. You've earned the right to have access to natural healing methods that can make a real difference in your quality of life, and that's exactly what I've shared with you today. This window of opportunity won't last forever, because as the demand for authentic frankincense oil increases, the supply becomes more limited, and the prices continue to rise year after year. Remember, this is for educational purposes only, and you should always discuss any significant changes to your health routine with your healthcare provider, especially if you have existing health conditions or are taking medications that might interact with natural supplements or topical applications. Here's what you can do today to start experiencing the age-reversing benefits of therapeutic-grade frankincense oil. First, source high-quality frankincense oil from a reputable supplier who can provide certificates of analysis proving the oil's purity and potency, because inferior oil simply won't produce the remarkable results I've described. Second, begin the twice-daily application protocol I've outlined, applying the oil to your temples, the base of your skull, and your wrists consistently every morning and evening for at least 2 weeks to experience the full benefits. Third, keep a simple journal of how you feel each day, noting changes in your energy levels, mental clarity, sleep quality, joint comfort, and overall sense of well-being. because these improvements often happen gradually and you want to track your progress. To stay motivated and consistent with the protocol, share your experience with frankincense oil in the comments below, because I read every single comment and love hearing about the transformations people experience when they rediscover these ancient healing methods. What has worked for you in terms of natural health approaches and anti-aging strategies? Let us know below, because your experience might help someone else who's struggling with the frustrating symptoms of aging. Have you tried frankincense oil before? And if so, what type did you use and what results did you experience? Comment your results, because the community of viewers who follow this channel is incredibly supportive and knowledgeable about natural health approaches that actually work for people our age. Send this information to someone who needs to hear it, especially if you have friends or family members who are struggling with the effects of aging and haven't found relief through conventional medical approaches. Your spouse or partner should definitely see this video, because natural healing works best when it becomes a shared journey that you embark on together. This could help your friends and neighbors who might be spending hundreds of dollars every month on prescription medications that only mask symptoms rather than addressing the root causes of aging and cellular decline. If you want more natural health insights like this that are specifically researched and validated for people our age, make sure to subscribe to this channel and ring the notification bell so you never miss potentially life-changing information. For weekly tips about natural healing methods that actually work for people over 50, based on both ancient wisdom and modern scientific research, this channel is your trusted source for health information that can make a practical difference in your daily life. Join thousands of others who've already discovered the power of combining traditional healing methods with contemporary health knowledge to create remarkable improvements in how they look, feel, and function as they age. Which aspect of the frankincense oil protocol interests you most, and why? Tell us in the comments, because I'm genuinely curious about what health concerns are most important to people in our age group and how natural approaches like this can address multiple issues simultaneously. Tomorrow, I'll reveal the number one mistake that people over 50 make when trying to improve their sleep quality. A mistake that actually disrupts your body's natural healing processes and prevents you from experiencing the deep, restorative sleep that's essential for cellular repair and mental clarity. That video will also include 3 natural sleep optimization strategies that cost absolutely nothing, but can dramatically improve your sleep quality and help you wake up feeling refreshed and energized every morning. You won't want to miss that information, because quality sleep is the foundation for everything else we've discussed today about cellular regeneration and age reversal. Until then, take care of yourself, try the frankincense oil protocol, and remember that your best years can still be ahead of you when you have the right knowledge and tools.